I feel the need for speed. Ow!
Hey, casual crypto investor family. It is the casual crypto investor, and I am back with another video. I know I'm bringing you this video a little late in the day. I was waiting on the Senate to vote on the new stablecoin bill, and hopefully you enjoyed the little video clip that I added at the beginning of the video. I just thought it'd be fun. Big Top Gun fan. And hey, man, it's a need for speed right now, and that's what the crypto market has been waiting for. All right. So I have a lot of content that I want to share with you. We have the stable coin bill passing. And so I have an article that I want to share for you with that. Then we got even bigger news. We have a potential purchase of Circle by Ripple or maybe Coinbase. We shall see. I have an article in regards to that. Then I have some other content in regards to Brad Garlinghouse and Miss Cynthia Loomis. Man, I don't know. Things are getting a little spicy. So I have a lot of content for you. If you enjoy my content, make sure you subscribe. I appreciate every single one of you. I know my channel is a baby channel, but we're trying to grow. We're trying to grow the community. And man, I'm trying to engage with everybody that's in this crypto space because man, it's just so many things are happening. I'm excited to be in this space, especially in the early stages. All right. So before we get into everything, let's take a look at the overall crypto market. We're up almost close to 1.5%, still sitting well above a $3 trillion market cap. Bitcoin has been doing its thing, man. It's sitting at $106,000 right now, trying to get to hopefully $107,000. Ethereum is having a nice little pump, almost up 5% almost. And then XRP is having a little comeback, man, up $2.40. So I'm excited. We're about where we were yesterday. I think the time where I recorded the video yesterday, we were at $2.40. So no big change there. But hey, sometimes no news is good news, right? So but we had a lot of stuff that happened today. In addition to the bill, which I also forgot to mention, we had XRP futures are now tradable on the Chicago Mercantile Exchange. That went live today too as well. I was looking at my phone when I was at work today, and I was just eyeing it, but not much change there, which I'm not too mad about. There was a little bit of volatility, I think, earlier in the day, but right now I'm happy on where we're at. All right. Quick shameless plug. Feel free to follow me on my X account. You can follow me at Casual Crypto Investor if you want to stay locked in with me. If you want to know what's going on with the Casual Crypto Investor content, community, all that kind of stuff, you can follow me on there, as well as what's happening in the overall crypto space. All right. So for the first bit of news, now we got that out the way. As you can see, the Senate advances stablecoin bill. So I'm going to read a little bit. And so basically this is just great news, man. I mean, I don't remember all the things that happened with the stablecoin bill, but I know it had to do with stuff like money laundering. I know it had to do with how allowing financial institutions to custody crypto. And so a lot of great stuff that we no longer had. And so again, I almost kind of equate this to the Wright brothers with the airplane, right? You know what I'm saying? It wasn't perfect. They weren't able to fly across country, but it kind of helped us to get to where we are today, right? And so that's how I look at the stablecoin bill. It's the first step, right? And so hopefully we'll have more and more steps taken to push the crypto market and just the overall crypto space forward. And so I'm excited to be in these early stages, and hopefully you are too. All right. So it says here the senators easily cleared the 60 vote threshold for the vote, which is intended to just move the legislation to a period of further debate before a final vote, which we already saw that it recently just passed. We actually had Faryar Shirzad, if I'm not mistaken. I hope I pronounced his name right. He is one of the chief policy officers over at Coinbase. And so he has tweeted that the Genius Act has passed. Its first big procedural hurdle, with 16 Democrats joining Republicans on the vote. Many steps to go, but a historic early win on the road in getting stablecoin bill enacted into law. Crypto is again showing that its biggest bipartisan issue in play on the Hill. Massive thanks to Senator Tim Scott, Senator Hagerty, Senator Cynthia Loomis, Senator Gillibrand, Gallego, I guess hopefully I pronounced his name right, Mark Warner from the state of Virginia, as well as David Sachs and Bo Hines and others for putting in the hard work to get this done. So obviously there'll probably be, other votes and other adjustments to the bill, but I'm just glad that this finally passed. Super, super excited, super pumped about this, and hopefully you are too. But yeah, so I'm just glad that, they did this through bipartisanship. And, obviously this will hopefully give us the clarity that we need. All right. Next up, what we had a huge crypto news drop, which happened today. Now, we've already know that Ripple was flirting with the idea, or there was talks of Ripple purchasing Circle, right? That's maybe about a month old news, right? But now it's kind of revamped again. And now it's not just Ripple that's in the hunt. It could be also Coinbase. All right. And so if you're Circle, I'm going to read a little bit of this article. Okay. And if you're Circle, which deal would you take? Okay. Ripple's making some offerings. Obviously this is, a lot of this is probably speculative somewhat. But as well as Coinbase is making some offerings. Okay. And so I want you to decide, put it in the comments, which deal would you take? Okay. So as you can see here, Circle is reportedly seeking a sales price of at least $5 billion, which would be around the amount its target for its IPO. Okay. So it says right here, Circle is seeking at least $5 billion, which is target for the IPO, according to 4 banking and private equity sources Fortune cited. Ripple tried to purchase Circle on April 30th, but the $4 billion to $5 billion bid was rejected as being too low. Okay. If Ripple or Coinbase were to buy Circle, the details of a purchase would differ. Ripple would pay using cash and XRP, okay, which is now sitting at $2.40, a cryptocurrency that Ripple created. Well, yeah, somewhat, right? Okay. Or Coinbase, on the other hand, would use cash and stock. Which one would you choose? So would you take cash and XRP, or would you take cash and Coinbase stock? Let me know in the comment section down below if you were Circle. Okay. Moving on. I know which one I would take. I'm taking that good old XRP, but hey, let me know in the comments of what you take. Okay. Coinbase, moving on here. It says Coinbase and Circle have a relationship dating to 2018 when they launched the Center Consortium. The venture was met to establish standards for fiat-backed stablecoins, including USDC. Coinbase also has an agreement with Circle to put USDC onto its exchange. Circle filed for an IPO on April 1st with a goal to complete the process by the end of that month. The company backpedaled slightly on April 4th, indicating it might delay its IPO due to economic uncertainty. So we shall see, guys, what happens with this. But that's why you're going to subscribe to this channel, so you're going to stay updated, and I'm going to stay on top of this too, because this would be absolutely massive for Ripple if somehow, some way, they are able to purchase Circle. Holy cow. That means they would have probably, if I'm not mistaken, 2 out of the 3 largest stable coins in crypto, if I'm not mistaken, right? Because if we look at the market cap, Tether's number 3, right? Or number 1 in terms of stable coins, right? You have USDC right here. That would catapult RLUSD, which is probably not even in the, let me see here, RLUSD. Okay, so it has a market cap of 312 million. So if RLUSD is somehow able to either consume what Circle has, holy cow, that would be absolutely insane. And that would put a lot of pressure, in my opinion, on Tether. But let me know in the comments in the section what you think about that. Do you think this, what's your thoughts on this? I would love to get your opinion in the comment section on this. My mind would be literally blown if that actually happened. Now, I don't know if, how do I say, political alarms would be going off talking about Ripple is forming a monopoly, because now they would have literally control over one of the largest stable coins, in addition to having their own stable coin too as well. So I think Ripple may need to tread lightly a little bit on how they do this, but at the same time, now is the time to do it because we do have a more crypto friendly president. So if they were going to make this acquisition, I think now is the time to do it while Trump is in office, in my opinion. All right. And then lastly, what we have here, which is kind of sad and kind of unfortunate right now, we have Brad Garlinghouse tweeting, talking about that he's excited for the whole pro crypto legislation around stablecoins. And basically, he said, that said, Senator Cynthia Loomis, as chair of the Digital Asset Subcommittee, canceled a meeting with me as a leader in Congress and senator from one of the most crypto-friendly states, Wyoming. I hope you will reconsider and be a leader for all of crypto. I invite you to join me on the X Space anytime or a live convo on stage at one of the many events we cross paths at to talk about how to make the U.S. the crypto capital of the world, as is the goal of the Trump administration. I will continue to do everything possible to support this goal. As we know, and if you don't know, with Cynthia Loomis, she is pro crypto, but she is very, very, very big on Bitcoin. If I'm not mistaken, she's even proposed to maybe sell all of our gold and convert it into Bitcoin. So this is unfortunate, but hopefully they can come to some kind of terms to talk and have a conversation. And to be honest with you, it just makes sense to support XRP, guys. It's an American-based company. They're making big moves. And every time I talk about XRP and Ripple, man, I just get excited because I honestly think that, they can potentially go toe-to-toe with the Bitcoin, in my opinion. That's just my thoughts. And honestly, I think that over time, it's not going to be instant, but I think over time that Bitcoin at some point will lose its dominance. That's just my opinion. But again, let me know in the comment section down below, guys. If you enjoy this content, make sure you like, comment, share, and subscribe. I appreciate every single one of you guys that have been locking in, watching my content. I really appreciate it. And man, the crypto market is getting real interesting, but I'm excited to be here. Keep sacking and packing your crypto, man. And hopefully we'll all be able to reach our financial goals and dreams, man. So I'll see you all in the next video. Take care. Bye-bye.